because you know so much about long-term relationships. These were the words of someone telling me to hush when talking about relationships. A little bit of backdrop. I'm 28 years old, and I grew up not seeing any type of healthy relationship. I managed to escape. I moved abroad for my studies, and without me at that moment going in with the clear intention, oh, I want to heal, it happened anyway. And for me, it was really something special in a way of, it started before in the form of I want to be free. I want to break free. Free from what? Still don't know at that point, And but all I know was like I just wanted to live a life on my own terms without having to take in notice of other people's emotions and feelings, because I've been a dedicated people pleaser for 20 some odd years. And I was tired. I was done, I wanted to please myself in the sense of all these years I've been a person like, oh, I do this or say that or say yes to every request of someone. So because I think this is what they ask of me. So if they're happy, I'm happy. If they're happy, I'm happy. If they're happy, I'm exhausted, but at least they're happy, and that should make me happy, even though I'm falling apart. And a really long time battling that feeling of, oh, I'm selfish because I don't give as much of myself away anymore. But it's not selfish to be self-aware. Like, oh, my energy is low. I ain't got nothing more to give to nobody. I need to give to myself first. Because it kind of felt like me being a fountain, and I just took every single drop of water inside of my fountain and go pour it into someone else's empty fountain. And the fountain I was pouring it into didn't know how to manage the water supply, so they just kept losing their water. You see the vicious cycle? So I learned now, like, oh, wait, hold up, wait, give me a minute. Like, it's not the best, the smartest thing I've done to be doing this. So I just pull back and reassess the situation. Like, okay, this is not working for me because I'm exhausted, and I just see people like flourishing, and I'm staying behind in life. I'm not achieving any of my goals, or I'm not living this life that I wanted to live or aspire to live, you know? So I stepped back and I was like, I want to be the fountain that just pours into herself, yes, and then pours into others abundantly with no drought. And in this moment, in this stepping back, in investing in myself, they're gonna see the people that I've trained personally without consciously knowing that I was training them for this. Like, oh, they always ask of me and I always say yes. And the day I said no, they went off. Because my energy, my life force energy, I was feeding into them. So, and they got accustomed to having this extra supply of energy. So when it gets cut off, they're gonna be like a junkie spazzing at you, like they need their fix. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give it to you. Oh no, fuck that, sorry. Boundaries. And for a very long time, being very, very afraid of setting boundaries. For, and I'm not, I'm gonna sound like those pesky old people that keep pulling things back to childhood, but childhood trauma is a thing. The first 7 years of your life is how you get set up for the rest of the cycles in your life. So as a child, growing up in an environment like, how dare you talk back? How dare you stand up to authority? How dare you think you have an opinion? No. Obey, bow down, and continue to suffer, because this life is like, doesn't matter if you suffer, but as long as the other person is happy, that's just how life is. No, I refuse to continue feeding into this reality that does not serve me. I'm greater than this, you know. So in the moment I started to grow and flourish and just become more happy within myself, of course the people around you, because the thing is, like, sometimes I'm starting to notice that people I have around me are just a reflection of me. And the moment that I'm like, okay, I want to elevate to a higher state, I want to be more good vibes than I was yesterday, but these people are still on that level of yesterday, and some people that come with you can go with you. And that's the honest truth. And sometimes it's a truth I don't want to accept, because like that part of loyalty comes back in. Like, they've always been my people, you know? But at the same time, like, if you want access to me, you gotta grow with me. You can't pull me down with you, because then I'm gonna be forced to do something I don't wanna do, and that's leave you behind. Because a part of me is like, oh, I'm leaving a part of me behind. I don't want to. But then again, it's like, it's just like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. I don't want to be the caterpillar that's like, oh my god, I don't want to get in my cocoon and become a butterfly, because I'm afraid of what I'm leaving behind. But I'm not leaving anything behind, because I'm morphing into something better. I'm taking this old part of me, screwing it up, go in the kitchen, whipping something amazing up, and then at the end of it, you're telling me I get to fly? I get wings to fly? I ain't got to walk no more. My feet tired. I be tired up in the streets. You know, I just want to be up in the sky, relax, and live my best life, you know? And in this moment, it's gravitational, because kind of feeling like I had to leave so much of the old me behind already. Sometimes I'm like, who am I going to have left when I reach the top of the mountain?